Hi guys, this is Vanshika from BrushUp, and I'm going to be doing another comparison today. These have become my favorite thing to do off late because they allow me to compare two of my favorite products and then give you guys the result. So the products that I'm going to compare today come from the same brand, and they're both foundations. One is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation, and the other one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. These are both in my shade Y365. I've already color corrected my face and I'm going to be doing a half and half look. So half face is going to be liquid foundation and the other half is going to be my cream foundation. And while I apply it on my face, I will be telling you the difference between the two foundations or the similarities. And yeah, stay tuned for that. So the first product that I'm going to apply is the Ultra HD Liquid Foundation, and I'm just going to be drizzling it on my face. And this is also a product that I use in my airbrush machine, the Iwata airbrush machine, and it gives the most amazing finish. So we're gonna just buff it into the skin. So this foundation, the coverage is quite buildable. So depending on the coverage that you need, you can actually decide whether you want to go for a low coverage or a medium coverage, and it will give you that. Just applying a little bit on my forehead. I usually don't put a lot on my forehead, so just applying a little bit on my forehead. And just dragging it down to my neck. So yeah, that's basically one side kind of done. The other side, I'm going to be applying the stick foundation. Now the stick foundation gives me a more, dewy finish because it's so creamy. And this one, on the other hand, gives me a very matte finish. So, and this gives you a higher coverage, the stick foundation, because of the creamy texture. So depending on the kind of event you're going for, you can actually decide. When I'm not doing airbrush makeup, I actually do prefer the stick foundation, but I do not use stick foundation on anyone who has oily skin. I do feel then it requires a lot of powdering, and then the face actually ends up looking kind of cakey. So then I would prefer giving the liquid foundation. Just buffing this into my skin. Obviously, if I did want higher coverage, I would just kind of tap it and buff it into my skin. But since my face doesn't need that much of coverage, I just usually just like to go round and round and kind of, blend it into my skin. But if you look at this, it gives me a more dewy finish. If you look at this side, this is more matte. I'm just going to finish up by concealing my under eye. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade medium. And this concealer, as everyone knows, you barely need, a dot or two. So I would say the main differences, and I do love both the foundations, obviously, but the main differences would be that the liquid one is more, versatile because you can use it on any skin type. Whereas the cream one, the stick one, I would possibly only use it for people who have, normal skin or dry skin. I would not be using it on people who have oily skin because then you do need to powder a lot and kind of ends up looking very, very cakey. If you do look at both sides of my face, you will see that this one has higher coverage as compared to this. By nature of being a cream foundation, this has given me more coverage. And the liquid foundation, since I've kept the coverage slightly on, actually the higher side, because I wanted to show you the exact comparison, but this still has higher coverage. So I would say both these foundations are absolutely fantastic, but just depending on your skin type, depending on the kind of coverage that you want to go for, you can take your pick. They're both priced at approximately 4,000, so not much of a difference over there. And Makeup Forever is absolutely a fabulous brand. I think it is an amazing brand for professional makeup artists and people who want to just do makeup on themselves, both. So yeah, take your pick. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.